My name is Laura, and I'm a librarian at BGSU's Jerome Library. In this video, I'm going to talk about empirical research articles. After you watch this video, you'll be able to describe what empirical research is and identify empirical research articles when you see them in a search results list. But first, we need to define what empirical research is. In empirical research, the author or authors have personally conducted research in order to answer a research question. This could be an experiment, a survey, or another type of study. The authors then gather the data from that study and analyze it, hoping it will provide an answer to their research question. Finally, the authors write a summary of the study, its data, and the results, and submit it for publication to an academic journal. When you want to find empirical research articles, there are several clues that will tell you an article contains empirical research. First, the authors will share the research question or questions they are attempting to answer. The format or type of research question will vary depending on the subject of the article. Empirical research articles will always include the methodology or methods of the study. Essentially, the methodology will include how the study was conducted, who participated in the study, and any other important details about the study. Finally, the study could be replicated by other researchers. Replicating the study could either confirm or deny the findings of the original study. Let's look at an example. This is the abstract of an article. The title already gives us a clue. It says a qualitative study, which is a type of empirical research. In the abstract, we see a research question. Evaluate how such families develop and exercise family efficacy with the intent to protect adolescents from risky health behaviors. We also see the methodology, semi-structured interviews 4 to 6 months apart with 31 adolescents and their parents for a total of 148 one-on-one interviews. These elements tell us that we have an empirical research article. We didn't even have to read the entire article to find that out. Now that we know what empirical research articles look like, what kind of journal articles aren't empirical? Literature reviews gather existing research on a particular topic, usually over a specific period of time. Other articles may compare existing research, while some may analyze, critique, or replicate existing studies. In these examples, the authors were drawing from existing research studies that they did not conduct themselves. This means that they are not empirical. Let's look at an example. In this article, we already see the words literature review in the title, so we know that this article is not empirical. If we read the abstract, the authors looked at 34 existing studies. They did not conduct any of the studies themselves, so this confirms that our decision that this is not an empirical research article. To review, empirical research is conducted by the authors of the article, contains original data gathered from a study or experiment, could be replicated by other researchers, and includes a methods or methodology section. If you have more questions about finding empirical research articles, ask a BGSU librarian.